Hey there, Team GIS. It's Angela here, going to review Module 7, Going Spatial, for February 23rd through March 6th. This is a Wednesday to a Sunday, and then so that's going to bring our next module up, is going to be able to start, thankfully, on a Monday and end on a Sunday. Now, for this module, what we're reviewing is going over spatial analysis. So we have an assignment that brings us to that place of learning about what spatial analysis is and an appreciation of it. Not only that, but then we're going to be able to explore this in our lab. And this lab has two parts. So I've broken it up into two parts for ease of use. Also, because there are two separate video demonstrations for these labs, you can go ahead and watch those, and we'll help you along with the process. Along those lines, I realize that we all have different versions, so I try to make notes as we go along, really compensating for some of those differences we can have in some of these versions. So please make note of that. There are other really helpful tidbits that I include in these demonstrations, apart from the steps that we're taking in about learning about these spatial relationships. So you'll notice that the video demonstrations are also included in these labs, but I also wanted to pull them out separately so that you realize that they're there even outside of the assignment. That is why you'll see them in two different places. So they're broken out here, but then also a part of this lab. This assignment about spatial analysis is really going to connect you into what spatial analysis is. There are a few questions here. So there's an attached document that will help you in this lesson. There's also this video that's given by Lauren Bennett, and she is a product engineer on the spatial analysis team. It's a really short video, and it goes over some common questions that people who work in ArcGIS and GIS world have regarding spatial analysis. I really like that because these are actual questions from people like you and like me who have questions. GIS is a dynamic field, and it's never static. So we're always learning. So we have to live in this space of constantly knowing and realizing appreciating that we don't know things, and it's okay to have these questions. Then it's going to bring you into this place where there's a scenario. There are going to be two questions about this scenario. And then lastly, based on what we've learned about spatial analysis using this lesson and using this video, answer these two questions. Talk about the 6 types of spatial analysis tools within ArcGIS Pro, and what is going to help you to choose the appropriate data sets for your analysis. Now, the lab is really going to help you as well. So if you feel like you need to do the lab first and then the assignment, that's absolutely fine. Some people like the inverse. It really depends on where you come to your learning process, and how you learn as well is really important. So for this week, we have this assignment, and then we have our lab. We have part A and part B. And your deliverables for the map are to make sure that you're sharing your map with our group, GIS 202. If you feel like that's something you're still struggling with, please reach out to me and we can go over that together. I'd be happy to do that. So you're going to include screenshots as well into your deliverables, but also make sure that you're sharing your final project with ArcGIS 202 group within our ArcGIS online. It's really an important piece to taking that next step into learning ArcGIS Pro. And as always, I'm here. Let me know how I can help out.